I did remember. We're gonna do that. Alright. Where is that? Bob. I want you all to know I'm probably not playing this game. Probably not. Too many gotchas.
Well done.
Yeah! Got her at 20!
Is like Sailor Moon.
I got her at 20!
Where they got
Kaisar! 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 Look at that shield. Gladiator. You're small, shut up. And you're fluffy. I feel like these are compliments. I don't like it. Brilliant. Alright, our lovely potato has brought to us a wonderful, wonderful new, I love that it says Warframe clone, but this is gonna be... Shut up, you! I love how it says Warframe clone, but this is gonna be nothing like Warframe because it's got gotcha in it, and it's gonna have lots of, FOMO. But Boka! Star Rail and ZZZ have FOMO! All gotchas live off of FOMO.
Me.
But I already have Warframe without the gotcha. Why would I go to Warframe with gotcha? Alright, let's watch some Tactical Potato. I forgot to go to React. There we go.
About a year ago, we got our very first glimpse.
But yeah, this is Tactical Potato. This is a game that's coming out that's basically Warframe, but add in the FOMO of a gotcha. So yay. Totally gonna get lots of people to play it.
Duet Night Abyss, an upcoming free-to-play anime-styled RPG developed by Pan Studio and Hero Games. Now, if you're a fan of Warframe or Genshin Impact, then this one might have caught your attention, or any kind of gacha game, that is. It's like a blend of the two, with fast-paced combat, fluid parkour movement, and of course character customization and character, acquisition as well. So the game looks like it combines Genshin's art style with the move.
Here's my problem. They just showed off that he has all these magical powers and stuff that, like, destroy everything. Why the heck is he using a lightning gun? He doesn't need a gun.
Movement, the crafting, and of course the modding systems that you would expect to find in Warframe. You've got bullet jumping, which they call helix leaping. You've got...
And that it totally is Jackal. Slightly changed Jackal.
Wall running or hopping, and of course characters that function or have abilities a lot like Warframe's Mesa, Titania, Excalibur, and so on. And you have a modding system with polarities and of course capacity cost. Now, my community is predominantly Warframe, which is why I'm going to make those comparisons. It just makes it easier for viewers to understand. Now, we're still unsure as to what form of gacha, if any, Duet Night Abyss will have.
Nope, I'm not gonna play it.
But it's definitely free to play with a technical test.
The two cuties with the glowing red swords
either closed or
are not making me want to play it.
Recently,
I
at
promise.
the Tokyo Game Show, Duet Night Abyss showcased more of its gameplay, including combat, a high-level boss fight, level 60, which is on screen right now. They showed their movement mechanics, they showed their weapon crafting, and their upgrade or modding system, which they're calling Demon Wedges. The characters that you control in Duet Night Abyss can equip both a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, and they can switch between both mid-combat, like a bow and a scythe, or a laser rifle and a sword, and so on. You can summon 2 additional characters from your roster of characters that you've acquired in order to help you in any battle, so that you've got a squad of 3. Those 2 characters or those 2 companions will be AI controlled, and they will fight on their own.
I just realized they're literally anime-fying all the Warframes. That's how they're getting around it. Because they're literally doing the same things the Warframes did, just slightly anime-fied. Because we literally just saw Mesa. We're seeing Titania.
Movement looks fast-paced action with helix leaps, double jumps, aerial combat, slam attacks, and dodge mechanics in order to avoid incoming attacks. So basically, the movement is very...
No, that's Titania. You saw the little fairies around her? That was
very
Titania.
Similar to what you can expect in Warframe.
She's got fairies flying around her right now.
It looks like it revolves around chaining attacks and skills in order to build up a combo. Building up a higher combo and then releasing a charged attack will deal more damage. So the bigger your combo, more damage you can throw out. You can equip any melee weapon or any ranged weapon on any character, so they're interchangeable, with each offering unique passive abilities, basically allowing you to build and personalize to your own playstyle. Certain characters might work better with certain weapons because of that weapon's passive. Characters will have 3 skills, 2 active skills and 1 passive.
Your boy Frost is a chick now.
Skills are then fueled by a resource called sanity, which is basically energy or mana, which replenishes during combat, and abilities have no cooldowns. You just have to manage your sanity levels. Now, it's not an open world game, or at least it doesn't look like one, not on the scale, I guess, of what game.
Oh my god, this game is literally, I want to play the boss. We have the boss at home. Boss at home. Because that's Titania's boss form. You just saw Titania's boss form getting fought by Titania Warframe form. And it's a smaller girl that doesn't get the extra wings and stuff. And yeah, apparently they're calling their mana sanity. I guess you go crazy if you use too much of your abilities.
Or Wuthering Waves or one of those. It looks more like...
You know what? That's totally what the story's going to be about.
It is in terms of Warframe, where it's a large-scale instance area with linear progression. But they did show off what looked like a defense mission during the Tokyo Game Show event. Now, in terms...
Oh my god. Instead of the alien-like pets, it's now unicorns and wolves.
In terms of character progression or upgrades, like I said, they have a system called Demon Wedges, which is basically very similar to Warframe's modding system. These are equipable upgrades for each character and weapon, boosting stats like your sanity, like your power levels, like your skill, efficiency, and so on. You will need...
How much you want to bet literally every single one of these is 1-to-1? Just like some of them are name changed.
However, to balance these...
That was a unicorn. Bonafide. But yes.
With what they're calling a tolerance bar, which limits how many upgrades that you can equip. Again, to compare...
Oh, I wonder what that's renamed from.
Compare this to Warframe, it is a capacity cost. Each Demon Wedge
it's literally capacity
has a capacity cost. They also have a polarity, and matching the polarity...
They already have... I love how all these games that are coming out recently that are copying Warframe are literally just using the exact same systems,
fluffy,
but they just
Bokathedragon.
rename little parts. Like, I love that more games are coming out that are like Warframe and stuff, but I think it's hilarious that while we're evolving with games, some games, they don't really evolve it. They're just like, yeah, we'll use that. We'll just name it different. Use it, yes, but try to improve it somehow. What? So it's gonna be like no improvement at all. It's gonna be the same thing, just like different names. And watch them monetize increasing the capacity. Notice that Warframe does not do that. They even give it away for, like, without the grind sometimes. They've even made it easier. I'm telling ya. Anyone that plays this, I'm gonna be like, but Warframe, we have the cute waifu butts.
Booty distraction. Here. Look away from me. Booty distraction. No, look at the booty. The booty's over there. Look at the booty. Be distracted by booty.
Just, you know, alienified.
The Demon Wedge to the polarity on the character or the weapon, of course, will reduce its cost or reduce its tolerance, I guess, to the bar. Loadouts, you're going to be able to create multiple different loadouts for your characters and your weapons in order to share the Demon Wedges across each one. I think on the Tokyo Game Show it showed, I think, 3 different loadout options that you could use, so config A, B, and C. Now, crafting your weapons in Duet Night Abyss is going to be very similar to what you would expect in other games, where you're going to have to fight bosses in order to gather the resources, whether it's the blade of the weapon, the handle, the hilt, and so on. Then you're going to have to go to the blacksmith and actually craft that weapon. And that...
Why does she have a mustache? What? Just make it a dude if you want to make him like the stereotypical blacksmith with a mustache. Why is it a little girl with a mustache?
Weapon will have a real world timer to it. I think the one they showed off in the Tokyo Game Show showed that it took 3 hours in order for that weapon to craft, but he did skip it with real money. So that's at least one microtransaction that we know of. You're going to be able to skip those build timers. Now, the boss battle that they showed off...
Which that Warframe already has that, but what a lot of these Warframe games don't realize is, well, actually, they don't know yet. The new Warframe, she's meant for new players. She has a 1-day build timer. She's done for me. I didn't have to wait 3 days. She's literally waiting for me.
During the Tokyo Game Show event was something called a Nocturnal Echoes mode.
I just
where you're going to get those special materials.
I want to get the
and
package because I don't want to have
these
to
are a
use
weekly
my
thing or a daily thing. I'm not
my,
entirely sure. I think most gacha games
potatoes
have them as
on
a
her.
weekly
I want to
thing.
use them
But
on
the fight itself
Zazu.
was against a level 60 boss, whereas the character was level 80, and he did take a lot of damage, and it did look like maybe he wasn't going to be able to kill it because it was quite powerful, or quite spongy at least. It looked like it took a lot of damage, and it took a while for him to kill it. Now, here's what I took away from what they've shown off at the Tokyo Game Show and what I've looked up about the game since the last 12 months when I've made that first video. Its combat does look good, but maybe that's just because it is very
See, she's
to
literally
Warframe.
fighting
However,
herself.
It does look like it's lacking punch, or at
It's
least
the boss
impact
at
on those
home. I
melee
want the
hits.
boss. I don't want
Crafting is
the
similar to
at-home
Warframe in
version.
that you need to farm weapon parts off bosses and then go and build them, and then they have a build timer attached to them, which I'm okay with, since it's only 3 hours and not 12 or 24.
There's
Skipping
Mesa,
the build
guys.
timers is also like Warframe, and it is a free-to-play game, so they've got to generate revenue somehow to keep the game alive. Now, the game's movement is literally...
Wait, does she
just
have tentacles?
Warframe's. Like, it is a one.
She has tentacles.
Copy, almost
Guys. Isn't that Lavos? Is Lavos a Raleigh? Tentacle?
They've just completely taken it.
Wait, no.
I can
Wait, what's the
understand
other?
a
What's the
game
one that?
wanting to mimic
What's the one called that has the tentacles again? I don't remember. But there's your tentacle character.
in other games' systems because
We
that's
found
what's been
Hydroid, yeah.
successful, like what the First Descendant did with their game, and I guess the modding system out of Warframe as well. And what
See
this
what
is
I mean?
doing
That's
with the modding
Titania.
system from Warframe, but Warframe's bullet jumping.
Although
is
it looks like they
signature to
added
their
parts of
game,
Jade to
and
her.
These have just straight up copy pasted it. There's no denying it whatsoever. Now, the gacha aspect hasn't been shown or spoken about yet. If it has one, we're all assuming it has one, but they haven't confirmed it. But it does look like
The only way this will have a chance at fighting Warframe is if there's no gacha element. I'm gonna be honest with you like that. Because I'm gonna be honest, some of the graphics don't look that great. Whereas Warframe
that type of game.
and Warframe's constantly like helping out, making the game even more fun and stuff.
Maybe the boss fights are weekly summons similar to other gacha games, and maybe some bosses will have character pulls or weapons attached to them with random chance of pulling those for real money. Again, we don't know.
Look guys,
We know
it's
that some of the
Excalibur.
characters are more than likely tied to the game's story related content, and you're going to be able to get them simply by playing it. But if it is a gacha game, then it's going to have similar mechanics to Genshin or Withering Waves and so on, where the initial start to that game is going to be very generous with drops, but as more content gets added into the game, then the pulls are going to become less and less generous because they've got their claws in you. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of Duet Night Abyss, of its similarities, if it's a game you're going to look into or not look into. I'm genuinely just going to keep an eye on it and see how it plays out with the technical tests and its beta. But if nothing
Forgetting
else,
about
it's
Warframe
competition,
for
and
5
competition
seconds,
breeds
how does
success.
it
We've
stack
already
up to
seen
other
what
gacha
has happened.
games?
Stack up to other gacha games without Warframe include. Let me think about this. I feel like maybe the Warframe aesthetic helps it a lot. Because, like, if it didn't have this waifus in space kind of aesthetic, I probably wouldn't look at it any further. But because it has waifus in space kind of thing, it gives itself a more diverse feeling to the other ones.
Happened with the First Descendant and the impact that it has had on Warframe's community growing, and some quality of life changes that Warframe has had as, I guess, inspiration maybe
Although the running animation she has is while using a bow is weird.
taken from the First Descendant, or maybe not. But either way, it's going to be free to play, and it is worth at least maybe just keeping an eye on. If you found this video helpful in any way, by all means hit that like button, or don't
Yeah, don't forget to like the potato.
if you didn't find it helpful. Have a great day, have a great week.
Yeah. The only reason I can't play it as much with Slime is I love some of the characters, I do. But I've done this grind before. And a lot of the characters feel so similar to the characters in Warframe that it's like, yeah, it's hard to get out of my mind that I'm just replaying the game. I think that's the problem with these games, is they don't realize the people that would like it will get bored of it. And then the gacha people, they already got a lot of gachas. So you're gonna have to keep, like, you're gonna have to be more generous than ZZZ and Star Rail and Genshin combined to get people to stay. Like, you're gonna have to, like, constantly come out with good stuff. Constantly give away free characters. To the point where, like, where's the niche?
So
that where
Boka
you
gonna
stop?
give this a try when it comes out?
I might give it a try. I'll definitely give it a try if there's no, like, gacha mechanic. Definitely. But if there is gacha mechanic, it'll be up to you guys whether I keep playing it. Like I said, I tend to try to... We still play Star Rail and ZZZ because I'm, like, hooked on them right now. But the second I get bored of them, if you guys don't want to see them, they won't appear.
For that last poll, cool one.
Poor one. But I never got to vote. I'm kidding. You even have
Maybe we can get backer sponsored to play it if the YouTube video does well enough.
I would have to do a video, like, praising it to get a... Like, unless they're, like, really cool producers. If they're, like, really cool and they don't care that I was, like, having a hard time, like, talking it up, then yeah. I don't mind, like, doing a sponsored segment. But I'm gonna be honest with my opinions. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. The more gachas that come out, the more generous each of them has to become to get your attention. But I'm trying to think. I feel like this might be the last gacha that has a chance. I will say that. It does look very, like, pretty in terms of design. Like, I bashed on the graphics for a little bit, but the graphics weren't terrible. Like, you could have done worse. It looked nice. And I'm sure most of that was, like, early game footage. It's not, like, fully fleshed out. So, like, I have good things to say about it. I have reservations about it. But yeah, I would say overall... It at least has... I'd say it has a good chance at being able to carve out a market. What is that thing that... Internet... The heck is that? I don't know how to search for a... At a search term. There we go. What's this game called? What's it called again? Night Abyss? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that graph
Duet,
says
Night
it all.
Abyss. Yeah. It's over in Japan. I think in Japan, right? So it makes sense that it's not really appearing on the radar right now. Yeah, it's not really appearing on it right now.